Hello and welcome to more War of the Spark Draft. Ooh, okay. Plain White Celebration is a great card, and it's 7 mana, but I've come to realize that in this format, hitting 7 mana is not that hard. You can proliferate, return permanents, gain 4 life, or make citizens. This is a particularly good combo with Spellkeeper Weird, because you use the Weird to get back Plain White Celebration, and use the Celebration to get back the Weird. So you just keep looping, you know, your choice of whatever 3 you would like. I'm going to take that. Paradise Druid is good. Eternal. Bloom Hulk is good. People keep saying I'm hating on it. I'm not hating on Bloom Hulk. I just think there are better cards. Obnixilus. Yeah, all these cards. Actually, this pack's going to be pretty nice on the wheel, but I'm going to take what is probably the best card in the pack. Ooh. Desperat's a nice one. So Desperat's good for so many reasons. It kills anything at instant speed. That's awesome. But the even better part is that it tutors up a land, so you can use it to hit your splash colors. I've had many decks where I just have, 1 plains or 1 island, and like 2 Desprouts. And that's like a legitimate source of mana fixing if you're base black, green. So I think that's probably the best card, given that we also have Plain White Celebration. Passing Tybalt, Flux Channeler, Even Eternal, all good cards, but this card is in a league of its own. Ooh, Jaya? Jaya is awesome. I love Crawl Stinger. And I'm probably going to need a mana geode given this start, but we're just going to take the best card here and take Jaya. Follow that up with a white card. Why not? Gideon's Triumph. Triumph is not necessarily better than Divine Arrow, but harder to pick up. So I like the diversity there. I think I'm pretty much locked into this Gateway Plaza. Not much else for us here. Oh, wow. This is actually a pretty tough pick. Both of these cards are great. So I'm looking at Ashiok and Rail's Outburst. I think given that we have Plain White Celebration, we don't need Ashiok as a win condition. And Rail's Outburst is probably just the best removal spell in the format. I know the Rail's Outburst Death Sprout deck looks suspect right now, but we'll prioritize mana fixing really heavily in the coming packs. Follow that up with probably a No Escape. We have quite a few instants actually, so holding up mana is not impossible for this deck. Prismite, Defiant Strike. So Replica at War. It does deal with Planeswalkers. I don't know how many creatures there are that are really multicolored. Other than that, there's like an Arboreal Grazer. I'm just going to take the rare. Maybe we end up in a weird matchup where that's a good sideboard card. Forced Landing and Toll of the Invasion, both good cards. I feel like I just like Forced Landing more. There's so many problematic flyers in this format, and just having an unconditional answer to them I think is worth it. Also deals with Kefnet, if that ever comes up. Probably we... Charity Extractor keeps us alive. But right now the only black card we have is Death Sprout. And it's possible we end up just doing this and playing red, blue, white. But I'm not going to play any of these. I'm going to take the Iron Bully. I think it's the most playable card. Ooh, Crawl Stinger went this late. Okay. Pretty happy with that. I like Totally Lost as well, but I think this card's actually better. Followed up with a Catharsis, I guess. Return to Nature. That is a late Turret Ogre. This card's good. 4 mana, 4/3, reach. Not bad. Okay, so Mana Geo did not wheel. And that's kind of an issue. Oh, wow. Living Twister's super busted, but I think Jaya's Greeting is just better. I love Paradise Druid, but I feel like I want my things that tap for any mana to be colorless. There's also a Gateway Plaza. So I could take Gateway Plaza. What am I going to wheel? So this is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically nothing's wheeling out of this pack. Is this card even remotely castable? Double red is hard. But if we can get this going, you know what? Let's get greedy. Let's Living Twister it up. We'll pass a Giant's Greeting. Well, I think we're rewarded. That's another Rail's Outburst. Probably white is too much. And it looks like black is not open. And blue might just be a splash from these Rail's Outbursts because this card's really, really, really good. We'll figure out the mana. When you're in green, there's a lot of things that tap for mana of any color. So I think finding the blue won't be too hard. Oh man. Evolution Sage. Right now, only combos with Jaya. And we can just take another Gateway Plaza. I think I have to take the Gateway Plaza. I know this card's good. People are going to say take Bloom Hulk, but it doesn't do anything in this deck. And we really want to be able to cast our spells. And this is a great way to do it. I remember I was debated by this card before. I don't think it's actually good. So you choose 4 cards from your graveyard. And your opponent chooses 2 to put in your graveyard and you get the rest. You get the 2 worst best cards in your graveyard. Not in love with that. Kind of just like Centaur Nurturer here. Helps us out with Death Sprout. I like it more than New Horizons, and Law Rune Enforcer is good, but I'm trying to avoid white if possible. We have to have some semblance of a mana curve. Death Sprout, I don't know. It's over here. It's an amazing card, but splashing double black isn't something that I'm super excited about. What I am excited about is Saheeli in this deck. Yeah. You know what Saheeli is also good with? Ooh, okay. So, role reversal in general, I don't love. But if you have token makers like Saheeli, this card can actually do a lot of work. So, that, and there's like literally nothing else in the pack, so yeah, I'll take that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Saheeli is also good with Spellkeeper Weird, because you make servos, and then you make the servos into copies of Spellkeeper Weird, and then just sacrifice your 1/1s to get back good stuff, like Plainwide Celebration, Rails Outburst, and all that. Is this an Electroman deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, I think it's probably an Electromancer deck. I'm not really going to play anything else. And this card does double duty. It mostly kills like 2/2s, and then is just in play. Oh, wow, there's a Narset. Alright, pretty happy with where we are at. I love Bulwark Giant, but Narset is just awesome. What? What do you... How did... Am I overvaluing this card? I might be. I also might not be. Yours Dambreaker is starting to look kind of sweet. We got some Planeswalkers we want to proliferate, and I'm not planning anything else. Another Crawl Stinger? Guys, this card is really good. You know what it kills? Bloomhulk. Sure, if I end up being aggro. Wow, totally lost? I'll play that. So, I would love a 2-drop, because right now we're not doing anything until turn 3. Kind of regretting Living Twister over Jaya's Greeting, but we have a whole pack to pick up 2 mana cards. I think at this point Desperate's kind of dead. Oh, Rally Boy, huh? Now that's a good card. Rail, downtick, copy, Rails Outburst. Yeah, nothing else even matters. This deck looks super solid. Oh, ooh, what is going on? Spark Double? So Spark Double copies anything, including Rail. Double Saheeli would be pretty sick. Arlen is an awesome 6-drop that can just win the game, like the late game, so easily. This is only creature Planeswalker you control, right? And also Spellgorge are weird, and Guild Globe, and Honor the God Pharaoh. All good cards for this deck. I think I want to take Arlen. I like Spark Double, but there are a couple downsides. Number one is that it requires you to have something good in play for it to be good, and that's pretty much it. I just like my spells to directly impact the board the turn they come down, and Arlen does exactly that. Oh, this card's so good. Do we have enough to be good with Mawu? Not really. The only thing we have that puts counters on Mawu is Jang Yang, and I'm not in love with that. So if we can hit double black, Casualties of War is busted. Right now our mana is not really set up to do that, but if we got Desperate and this card, that being said, we can just take Centaur Nurturer and be pretty happy with our life. I know people are going to say take Bloomhulk and stuff, but I think our mana needs a little bit of a help. Yeah, I'm going to take the Nurturer. Oh, why you do this to me? Another Death Sprout or a Forced Landing. I can't pass this card. It's too good. I'll make it work somehow. Ooh, Burning Prophet's good, actually. The Scry's pretty relevant, and it's our first 2-mana play in the deck. New Horizons, sure. I guess it's a Heartfire. This card's okay, especially with Saheeli. I just need 2-mana plays. The problem is this one, you can't really play on turn 2. I just need some interaction here. Like, I would play a 2-mana 2/2 almost, just to make sure I don't die. Wow, okay. 2 No Escape is fine. I can't believe I didn't see a single one of... I'm actually going to take and play Wall of Runes in this deck. Ooh. Oh, no. Okay, Honor the God Pharaoh is good. New Horizons really fixes our mana and puts counters on stuff, but I guess this does too. There's Time Twist. That is a 2-mana play, I guess. I didn't see any Spellkeeper weirds this whole draft. That's so bizarre. I would have like snap picked it over basically anything else because it's so good with Plainwide Celebration and Rails Outburst. That's a shame. So what are we doing here? Time Twist is good with the Healy, Jin Yang, Narset, Rail, Jaya, Cyclops, Arlen, Dambreaker. But you need stuff in play for that to be good, so I'm probably just not going to do that. I just need this card in our deck, that way we don't die before we can play our spells. New Horizons might not be the most necessary thing. Same with Honor the God Pharaoh. Although, this does make a 1/1 blocker. Maybe I just play 1 No Escape, and then Living Twister gives us some good late game. Yeah, maybe I just cut the Heartfire. I can't believe I didn't see any 2-mana red burn spells, but probably red was not that open. I just wanted it. Just wanted it to happen. Double Death Sprout, unfortunately just going to reside in the sideboard. And to make our mana work, I think 2 Gateway Plaza is totally reasonable. Ah, 5/5/5. Perfect mana. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. See you guys on 1. Well, I can't really ask for much more than this. I want to make the cards bigger for you guys. Let's keep. This is a deck that you definitely want to be on the play with. Because we don't have any plays until turn 3. It's you don't want to make a 3-drop as your first play on the draw. Your opponent just like plays a 2-drop, bounces it on turn 3, or yeah, does that, and then you just lose the game. So there's that. Forest. We're definitely going to play Living Twister. We need to kill this as soon as possible because that can do some really scary stuff. Okay. I think they did that to test to see if I have a burn spell because they might use the first strike +1/+1 counter. Yeah. Now it's out of Living Twister range, so now we just got to ramp up to Totally Lost. Okay. Good plays by the opponent. I think, yeah, that's the only reason why you run out Defiant Strike in that situation. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't got it. Okay. Yep. And 4/3, not the easiest to kill. Mountain, okay. Go Living Twister. Yeah, basically we're going to go Living Twister into Centaur Nurturer, then Totally Lost that, and hopefully not die too quickly. This card can do some real busted things, though. We take 3, it becomes a 4/4. Next turn we take 4, it becomes a 5/5. Ooh, Rel is good. I think Rel's a little bit risky. I'm just going to gain the life. And I'm not even going to attack with Living Twister. My opponent could have so many different things like Gideon's Sacrifice, Divine Arrow. The untap your flyers and they get +2/+2. And this card just has a great static effect in play. Please don't be anything. Okay, that's not horrible. Now their Grateful Apparition gets bigger. But we do get to Totally Lost it, and then they have to draw a 2-mana 1/1. That's kind of unreal, though. Okay, let's go Mountain. Totally Lost this. And what do 3? I think I attack. They could untap and play Nahiri, and that would be bad. That's the only reason not. Oh, that's another reason not to attack there. Man, them exiling our twisting whatever. Living Twister is so brutal. All right, take 2. Force. This is not going so well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Rail. Try with Rail. We gotta find some removal. Don't want that. And get a Crawl Stinger down. Just get more creatures in play. Yep. So they can put Rail down to 4. Or down to 2. But that still lets us activate him. Holy cow. Alright. Let's find. I thought our deck was full of action. Cyclops Electroman. Only does 1. Not good enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go 1, 2, 3 and play Jang Yangu. Put a counter on the Stinger. And then go Forest and play the Dam Breaker. Makes everything bigger this turn. So, alright. Let's draw some action here. I kind of wish I had taken more of those things that put flyers on the bottom. I know I took a Death Sprout over one of them. Because that card is going to be amazing in this matchup. Me. It makes the most sense to attack me. Because we literally have 1 draw step to do something good. But I think 1 Rail's Outburst and we're right back in it. And we've scryed, I think 3 lands to the bottom now. Oh, come on, deck. Wow. What do we got? Put that on top. I will put a counter here. But we're just dead in the air. Although, we're kind of threatening lethal to them. So that's good. Like next turn. So if they for some reason don't attack, I don't know why they wouldn't. Attack. Hey, they did have the Divine Arrow. Okay. That's good to know. I wanted to know about that card. So, Force Landing definitely coming in. It's Triumph. None of this stuff does a whole lot. Wall of Ruin seems kind of bad against the deck with all flyers. And I think the rest of our deck's fine against their deck. I'm just going to run it. Alright, game 2. We're going first for sure. Yep, hand's good. We can cast Burning Prophet, Role Reversal with a land. We got Centaur Nurturer. Our opponent's mulliganing. All good things. Put a card on the bottom even? Sweet. Let's go Island Pass. Oof, okay. That's a good one. So, think I do play Burning Prophet here. I'm gonna feel sad if we find a good 3-drop, but this lets us curve out kind of nicely because turn 2 Burning Prophet, turn 3 play the Gateway Plaza. I can't lose a Charmed Stray. I've been hating on this card. Of course they have 2. I wonder how many they have in their deck. Yeah, that's one downside of doing this. Although, actually it's not even a downside because Jangangu would not be good. One, yes, go ahead. Would not be good right now. So next turn we're going to play Centaur Nurturer. And if we draw a land in the next 2 turns, we can actually make Wolves with Arlen. If they swing with everything, this kind of reeks of Divine Arrow or a Pump Spell. I'll bite. Night Strike. Need more. I'm okay with this, to be honest. That also used their whole turn. And the cat's dead. So if they have future cats, it's better for us. Green. Play you. So if they had Divine Arrow, I feel like they would have just cast it there. But it's totally possible they draw into it off these Defiant Strikes. Oh, yeah, sure. We take 2, this becomes big. So I think our game plan now is to steal the Ajani's Pridemate at one point. Rail's Outburst. Oh, that's good. I think we just got to do this now. Kill that before they have any tricks. Let's grab. Oh, this is hard. So a land guarantees that we get to play Arlen next turn, but Rail is just good. Yeah, that's got to be the case. And I'm going to keep back Nurture to block. They're at 27. We're not going to win the short-term race. That's a lot of cats. Okay, so they don't have a trick because they're tapping. But now we can just Electromancer down this Charmed Stray if we don't draw land. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. Electromancer. Deal 1 damage here. Go ahead. Now they have to keep tapping every turn. And that benefits us quite nicely because taking 3, it's not so bad. Totally lost. I do like that, but I kind of want to get Rail down first. So I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to play Rail, have 2 blockers back, and uptick Rail. Then I can downtick Rail and... Ooh, that's a good card too. But I don't have any lands. So this is a good card. I got to put that on top. Turn. And then we downtick, double Totally Lost. Hopefully just wipe their board. Dude, quit it with the cats, man. So they've shown 1, 2... They've shown 4, which is kind of a lot. Happy Electroman, sure. Checking Rail. I mean, that just gains me life. I don't really mind that. Now we can just keep uptaking Rail. I don't even need to double Totally Lost yet. No escape. Don't care about that. Yeah, we're going to pass turn. Not let them know what's going on. Because we have 5 mana up. So they're going to like try and tap it down and kill it. Apparition, sure. That we can actually kill with the Living Twister if need be. Put that down. Yep. Okay, put you on top. 1 to the face. They're at 37 life. Alright, we got a long battle here. Dude, for real? Okay. Uptick Rail. Mountain on top. Okay, now we're talking. 2, 3. Kinda like doing what do I like doing here? We can do Jangangu. Then I have to tap out of all my blockers. Whereas if we just play Centaur Nurture, then we just have a bunch of good blockers. That seems better. Also Rail's at 6. Like how do they even? Next turn we can either play Arlen. Probably what we're going to do is just Living Twister down the Grateful Apparition if possible. Yep. And they did not have the first strike trick. Let's scry. Kinda just want lands now. So we're gonna go red, red, green for Living Twister. And it does 2. I can tap my Centaur Nurturer to kill that right now. Kinda like doing that. There, play this. And they can double tap and hit for a decent amount of damage. But I think Rail can still survive. And even if Rail dies, like we have other things. We win! Okay. Never thought I'd see an opponent scoop at 36 life. The cats are a problem. Never thought I'd say that, but they actually are a problem. I think this deck might actually want Heartfire now. It's a good way to come back from behind. And what do I want to cut? Probably No Escape is just a little too slow. All their spells cost like 2 or whatever. Speaking of too slow, these are all 5 drops, but we got all the tools to win a late game. Although Electromancer is kind of like a mulligan. We have all of our colors. Being on the draw sucks with this deck. With no 2-drop removal spells, like these types of decks just don't work. We need like quite a few Jaya's Greetings to make this deck work, but we saw 1 and we first picked a bomb rare over it. I think we can do better. Alright. Not cast that for quite some time. We actually need a mountain here. I'm gonna die to cats. This is my famous last words. Mountain, go. Not really happy about this, because now our opponent can just go like cat, cat, and then proliferate them all. Island. So we're gonna play Forest, that way we can maximize our chances of playing Living Twister on time, because if Apparition gets above 1-1, that's gonna be problematic. Oh, sweet, they don't have the trick. They have no plays? What is going on? Okay. So if we Honor the God Pharaoh, that's way too greedy. Let's just pass. We'll wait and we'll find something to discard to honor here. Rail's Outburst is going to do some work though. So even if they have a way to put a counter on the Apparition, we can just kill it with Outburst. And then they just have a 1-1 Charmed Stray. And then we can make a 1-1 Amass and trade it for their best creature after that. I like this. As long as they just have the 1 and we can kill it, I'm okay. Also, we could switch for it. If it gets big enough. Ooh. Here, we're just gonna do this now. It's a little too sketchy to pass turn. Centaur Nurturer. I kind of like that. It gains life and it gives us mana. Oh, right. I'll take the mountain. I should have known. No attacks. I'm fine blocking the Charmed Stray. I think this late game is gonna be nice. And Forced Landing in hand makes me feel pretty safe against that. So I still want this double red for Living Twister. 2, 3, 4, 1. It seems really bad discarding a mountain right now. I'm just gonna take the safe play, put this on the bottom. We get to scry mountain. Okay, so I'll put that on top. We can discard one of these. I guess I discard the next one. Go ahead. One is down to 2 cards in hand. Okay, not bad. We win the match. See? Cats are bad. Even when your deck has no plays before turn 3. Ay. See you guys round 2. Alright, welcome to round 2. We are on, what are we on? The draw. Stop. This has got to be a mulligan, right? This is also a mulligan. I feel like this is a keep. We just need to hit running lands and this hand's good. Not like that. Yeah, we just need to hit 3 lands in a row and we can easily win this game. But we do have to hit 3 lands in a row. We did mull to 5. But I don't think going to 4 is the correct play ever. Is this a Wall of Runes? I don't know what that could have been. They were waiting to cast a spell. Land. Totally lost. Now that's a spell I want. It's okay. We're going to go mountain, mountain, island. In that order. And our deck's going to be perfect. Static Visionary? Sure. We got time. Land. Oh no. Wall of Runes. It's okay. Just taking 1. Oh, they're not even... There's our mountain. Okay. Coming back. And if we hit island now, we can scry into more lands. Honestly, this hand is legitimately good if we can draw enough lands. Discarding a Primordial Worm. That seems like a reasonable discard given the circumstance. Gloomhulk? Oh, it's just a Kefnet. No big deal. Well, can't loot. Oh, they want to attack, yeah. We do have 1 card that deals with that in our whole deck, so that's something. Clean-wide Celebration. Okay, I think now we're just trying to get info on what their deck is like. Kefnet's just unbeatable. The gods are like really dumb. In limited. I'm sure they were made for constructed and that's why the mythic rarity exists. Just leads to a lot of feels bad. Thunder Drake. You know, if I had a lot of those, I feel like the plummet in this format's almost main deckable. Alright, we're done here. So definitely bringing in Forced Landing. No Escape is also a way to deal with Kefnet, so I feel like I just need those. Wall of Runes seems unnecessary, and then kind of our game plan is just not mulligan to 5. Maybe we don't want too many 6-drops. Yeah. Alright, going first. Oh, we can also roll reversal and steal their Kefnet. Yeah, this hand's good. Yeah, this card can steal Kefnet. We're missing an island, but mountain makes Living Twister good. Basically any non-forest land. And we kind of get to go off. Okay. Are we just going to get screwed on 2 lands again? Please no. Snares. Land. Okay. I can deal with the Montañas. It's going to be a little while before we roll reversal, but that's okay. Also probably not activating Living Twister anytime soon. Also okay though. Ooh, opponent's stuck on lands. Do I want to trade 1? Maybe I attack here. We do 1, but I don't think they can really attack. Alright, we need them to get stuck on lands, just like we did. Hey, Magic is a fun and interactive format. Another Outburst. Well, they're blocking and not attacking. We could just keep attacking here. This is a highly interactive Magic right now. Everybody's mana screwed. And you can't actually generate mana with this card. You can make, oh no, they hit their mana first. You can make double mana, right? You can like have an island in play, tap it, return it, play it. So that's one option. Callous Dismissal. Sure. We gotta play the Gateway Plaza here. Go. That was like the perfectly timed Callous Dismissal. It's okay though. I really just hope they go Island Kefnet. We get to bounce it and then scry and stuff. Merlin's Wolf. That doesn't really matter. Here's our island. So we can just pass turn still. Burning Prophet can block pretty well. And we can Rails Outburst the Wolf end of turn if that needs to happen. Otherwise I'm pretty happy countering whatever they play. And we just take 3 here. Mostly because a Bloom Hulk will be kind of rough. And double scry is nice. Saheeli's Silverwing. I think I just let that resolve and kill it with Rails Outburst. Or kill that. Because the Twister can kill the wolf, no problem. Centaur Nurturer. That's like just not as good as a land. Ooh, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I actually have to tap exactly like that. So we're gonna go Living Twister. I think I could just kill Arlen's Wolf right now. Seems okay. Pass turn. And we're gonna get up to 7 mana for Plain-White Celebration eventually. Now literally any draw is good in our deck. Thunder Drake, yeah, we can kill that with another Outburst. Ooh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play this. 2, 3, 4. Rails Outburst. Kill that. Gets bigger. Put Island on top because we do actually want to cast Plain-White Celebration, I believe. And take the mountain. Opponent still has 5 cards in hand, so I'm gonna hold back. Wait, I have 6 cards in hand. Late game favors me. Thunder Drake. Sure. So, wow, we can rail down tick Plain-White Celebration. That seems nice. 2, 3, 4. We can play rail and still hold up Counterspell. I kind of like doing that, and I just want a Plain-White Celebration with rail down tick. Honestly, I'm okay just drawing a bunch of lands here, but maybe we should bottom some. That way we get value off the rail scry. Ooh. Okay, Role Reversal coming down next. Go ahead. If they play a bunch of spells and start to legitimately threaten rail, then we can do some other stuff. As of now, I'm fine with him just taking 2 because his scry 1 is so good. Tricks, that's also fine. I'm just gonna kill this. Healy. Oh yeah, I kind of want to get max benefit off Plain-White Celebration, so we'll wait a little bit. We can put that on top, I suppose. Sure. And then go 3. I guess this forest. Cast a Healy. Top. And just pass turn. No real reason to do anything here. Yep. Cool with that. And again, if they double spell, we're going to force landing the Drake. In fact, I kind of just want to do it now. Holy cow. Okay. A lot of things going on here. It's just scooped. Okay. Didn't even matter. I didn't even get to show them the combo. Steady Aim, Salt Team. Maybe Heartfire is a way to like come back if they play the Drakes too much. Because we do have some things to sacrifice. Maybe that's okay. And no escape on the draw. I think 1 is good, but 2 is a little... It does deal with Kefnet though. It does deal... Well, we also have Role Reversal and Force Landing. Never mind, we're fine. Pretty happy with the Heartfire over the second no escape, but I'm not sold on this Electromancer being good right now. Okay, land. Okay. Well, we got 2 turns to draw a land, and then we're just gonna honor the God Pharaoh away something. I'm not sure what. That card is acceptable. This 1. Okay, now our hand can really come together. If they do nothing, I believe we just hold up no escape. Because then Kefnet turn 4. Like, if they resolve a Kefnet, we kind of just dead. So I don't know if I can actually tap out for a Sorcery Speed Honor. Especially if we hit a 4th land. If we don't hit a 4th land, we might have to Honor. Okay. Yeah, I think we can just hold up no escape. Taking 2 a turn isn't bad. Again, Thunder Drake and Kefnet, both problematic. Okay. If this is what we're doing, I'm totally cool with it. My deck turtles way better than your deck does. No attack with the Snare Spinner even. What are you playing around? Yep. Discarding Forest. Okay, so they must just be somewhat flooding. They definitely have a play this turn. Please be Kefnet. I don't want to have to wait any longer. Ashiok. Oh, that probably has to get countered as well. Yeah, I think that has to get countered. Jaya is good. Jaya doesn't do a whole lot right now, but maybe Jaya doesn't do enough. Yeah, I'm on board with that. They just have a bunch of X3s. So we can just totally lost one of their creatures. We can honor the God Pharaoh, but I think Heartfire's fine. We can place the Healy. She's pretty unlikely to die. Or we can just play Centaur Nurturer. Please no Kefnet. I mean, we can totally lost it for the first turn, and then maybe dig up to big enough Cyclops Electroman. Okay, I'm okay with that. We could just chump block that forever even. Block here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Healy into Honor the God Pharaoh is kind of interesting. We get 2 blockers that way, and we get to discard this excess forest. Because this doesn't have trample, so yeah. Discard this. Servo, make a 1/1. There's a rail. I guess I do play this land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Rail into double totally lost would be super sick. Also, rail into double Heartfire is not the worst play I've ever seen either. So, if we draw a land, we can use Saheeli to make a servo into a copy of Centaur Nurturer. And then we have 4 for rail, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for totally lost. So we go to like rail, down tick, totally lost, put both of these on top of their deck. Or probably Erratic Visionary, that way they can't loot into stuff. Opponent obviously moving to combat here. We can let Saheeli take hits from these dorks, but not the big one. And I'm going to block with the zombie army, that way the servo is still able to be activated. Alright, that was, I don't know what's going on. Opponent disappeared for like 10 minutes. Saheeli's taking 1. Sorry, I gotta get back in the game. It's been, I know for you it was like a split second, but for me I like went and got a drink and came back. I hope they weren't just BMing and that our opponent had earnest intentions with that stall for 10 minutes. I can't really, I don't know if I can get away from double casting totally lost here. Play Ral, make a servo. Yep. It's too good. So you become a copy of this, and it's not summoning 6, so we have 5 mana. Down tick Rail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally lost. So I want them to draw the Visionary first. So we're gonna click the Visionary, and then the copy is gonna hit the worm. 1 to the face, make a thing, copy this. So this is going to target that one. This does 1 to the face. I guess we get a little blown out by Crush Descent, huh? Okay. Also, can you imagine Lazatep plating right there? That would have been disgusting. Wait, we get 2 servos? I guess you cast a copy. I don't know. I don't know why I got 2 servos there. So they just top deck a Reddish Visionary, which we get to kill with the Cyclops. Attacking Rail for 1. I think I just block. I don't know. They could have like a Giant Growth or something. Having Rail in play is pretty sweet. So we know they're drawn next turn. Ooh, okay, now we have an answer to Kefnet. So I feel pretty safe against almost everything. Let's scry with Rail first. Island goes on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play this. We have 3 spells in our graveyard. Kill the Visionary so they can't loot. And they're going to play Worm next turn. I don't really care if anything takes damage, so we're just going to attack for 4 here. And then double Heartfire to the face is actually going to do 10 damage, so opponent's in trouble. Now they draw and play their worm. Yep. Of course. So, I guess they can't even really attack with the worm, huh? So if I swing out, they block here. Here they take 2. Double Heartfire triggers Rail twice and then hits them for 8. I think I'm just going to uptick Rail. Oh, that's pretty dang good. Let's go Forest and Pass. And we're just going to trade our 1/1 for their 7/6. Oh man, if they play Kefnet and we get to double roll reversal. Oh, Thunder Drake. Still mine! You can have my servos, good sir. This is going to be one of the dirtiest turns in history. Down tick. Blue, blue, red. Choose permanence. So I want the worm. You have that. 1 to the face. Make a servo. Okay. Now, wait. I want, the first one are these 2, so I want this one and this one. This one and this one, down and that one. 1 to the face. We win the match! Woo! Ooh, that was dirty. That was some shenanigans. Well, we're in the finals again. I don't know what's going on, but see you guys there. Right, we are here in the finals. We're gonna keep. You need a blue to cast Role Reversal, but otherwise the rest of our deck is fully castable. And I guess we can run out Wall of Runes. It'll keep Rel alive and stuff. I really think this card is terrible. Well, it kind of drew a card there. I don't need triple blue. But in this deck, we don't have any 2-drops. So I just need something I can play early so I don't just die. Please whip. Hey, Augur Bolas doing his best work. Reverse scrying the bottom cards of your library. Actually, I take it back. Wall of Runes is sweet because it's a really good fodder for Role Reversal later on in the game. So, never mind. This card's doing everything we would want. 3 mana Jace's Triumph. Okay. Now let's hope they play a really good card on turn 3. We can... Oh. Never mind. Never mind. We're just doing this. We can hold up No Escape later. Next turn we can play Ral and then set up a double Role Reversal to take like all their good stuff. Crawl Stinger. Sure. So... Crawl Stinger can hit either one of my creatures. I don't really care. I'm just going to get down a Rail Storm Conduit here and start scrying into good stuff. Uptick. And basically, don't really need that. Basically, if our opponent plays any good creature, we're just going to give them 2 servos, and then that's the end of that. I imagine they attack Rail with both. Giant Growth puts him to 1, but that doesn't actually kill him, so we're just going to take the hit. Yeah, because Rail's tough. Rail's loyalty is huge, so that doesn't really matter. If they play something busted, we can take both. If they don't play something busted, then we have No Escape. Arlen's Wolf. Don't really care about Arlen's Wolf, but it cannot currently be blocked by anything that I own. I mean, I can give them the Servo and Wall of Runes for the Crawl Stinger and the Wolf, and that's like kind of okay, but I could also just let them take a hit off the Wolf and wait 1 more turn here. No, because then Rail... Well, no, Rail goes up to 6. He takes a hitfall down to 3. That actually seems okay. Let's do that. We're getting greedy. Kiora's Dambreaker. That's a fine card here. We're just going to play a Forest. And could play Crawl Stinger, because I'm actually not worried about them playing... Oh, I guess a Planeswalker would be a rough. Crawl Stinger can block there. Nah, let's just pass. Hold up counter spells. I imagine the opponent's just going to attack Rail, but... His loyalty's so high, like how do they even kill him? Ral. Yeah. Block here. And block here. Ral falls down to 3. Sure. Another Stinger. I think I counter that one. Ping their face. Make a servo. Dambreaker back on top. So now I think I'm just going to jam the Dambreaker. You can block the Wolf. And they can attack with Crawl Stinger. That's totally fine with me. Okay, so let's scry with Ral. Ooh, if they play No Escape, that is a little bad. Let's see what I'm drawing. Don't want that. Island. Actually, it's not even that bad if they counter this. If they don't counter it, then we're gonna do some stuff. Go ahead. So yeah, 5/6 blocks the Wolf. Really threatening to, you know, force our opponents to play a big creature. And I think I can get much more value out of this later on in the game. Okay. So we just let Rail take 2. I'm fine keeping the servo around. They don't have any removal or giant growth, because then they would definitely pump the Wolf. Please be a creature that costs 7. Oh. Okay. That's kind of an issue. Well, Role Reversal, huh? That's kind of an issue. So I can play... This is actually kind of frustrating. I can take the Wolf because it is relatively unblockable, but I don't actually think down ticking on Role Reversal is the correct play anymore. I think keeping Rel alive so that we can top deck some burn spell we want to copy, or Arlen. I'm okay with that. 2, 3. So let's play Crawl Stinger, Role Reversal. I'm going to take the Wolf, give you my servo, and then we get another servo to block with. Opponent played around this card perfectly. It's okay though, we're going to have 3 3s coming down soon, and I guess we can keep the land in hand, it doesn't really matter. But gonna be tough to kill this guy. Move to combat makes sense. So it's either right click attack all or no attacks, I would imagine. Rail. Okay. So this blocks here. The 1/1 probably gets in front of the Death Toucher. The 5/6 can block a 2/2. The 2/2 can block the Augur. This can block here, and Rail takes 3 right now. It could make Rel take 4 and then they lose their servo. And all these blocks are like pretty good for us. That's a little rough. We lose Rel. But the board state's pretty favorable. They have literally 1 card in hand. And we just get to jam in Arlen. So that's pretty good. And let's attack for 5. Next turn we get to make the servo into a copy of the Dambreaker. Yep. So even if we had blocked the other way, Rel would have died. This way is just a little bit more profitable for us. This looks like a Grizzly activation if I've ever seen one. Please whiff. Poland Bright Druid. Okay, make something bigger. But they're Hellbent? Yeah, this is fine. The 3/4 does make the wolf a little sketchy, but oh man, that's pretty good. How do I do this? Because like 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 mana left up. I can outburst the Death Toucher and then swing with the Dambreaker. Or I kind of like Saheeli make this a copy of the Dambreaker and swing with both. And keeping the Death Toucher back to block the Grizzly seems fine to me. I don't really want to attack with the Wolf into the Grizzly, but if they block this with the Death Toucher, then we just Rails Outburst it anyway. Okay, yeah, I don't want this dying. So basically there was some possibility that our opponent makes like a double block on this, and then we get to blow them out. So I'm okay with them blocking here. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Seems good. And I have to make sure I activate Arlen. Wolf. So Plane-Wide Celebration is going to get back Living Twister and Rail, and then probably, I don't even know what I do after that. Double Proliferate, make 2/2s? Sure. I think Living Twister just wins the game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I want to make some stuff happen here. Arlen, make a wolf. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plane-Wide Celebration. Turn 2 permanents. Proliferate. I think I only need to proliferate 1 time and make a citizen here. Because proliferating twice, I guess it makes these huge. Never mind, we'll do that. You and you. And that's got to be Scoop City if I've ever seen. Proliferate this, 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 and this. Do it again. And then you are a copy of this. And move to combat. Swing, 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 swing. I want to attack with the 2/2 Death Toucher. Not really. Hey, we won. Okay. Didn't think we were going to lose. Didn't really see anything from their deck that made me want to change. They just have a lot of 2/2 Death Touchers. Don't really have any way around that. So, oh well. See you guys game 2. This hand seems a little suspect. What is with these 6 landers? Yeah, this works. Mentor Nurturer. Honestly, I'm going to bottom that. I just want to get more lands for Living Twister. This card's so good against all their 2/2 Death Touchers. Ooh, that card's also good. Tapping this for mana is kind of sweet. And then Cyclops Electromancer is just kind of like over here somewhere. This is where the London Mulligan would be nice, because then we could have put this away and kept the 2/4 that adds mana. Oh man. Oh man. The card is not amazing in this matchup. They gotta have something big, right? Yeah. You're gonna be killing that. Big 2. Mountain. So I want Island so I can play Roll Reversal. But I can't actually play Island because of Living Twister. I don't really need double green. So I'm gonna do this. Tap this for green. And then play this guy. And good luck. Yep. They don't even have Giant Growth. Good. Sure. Okay, so I can just go, I guess we go Island. And then just kill both of these right now. Kill the wolf. Kill the Death Toucher. Go. And I'm at 15, so I'm just going to keep this back. Although I guess if they attack, I'm not going to block. It basically just says, like, you don't really have the option to attack unless you have Giant Growth. But they can bluff me here. But then I just untap and I can get them. 5 mana for Eternal Skylord. Yeah, makes a 2/2 flyer. Kind of like playing this guy, putting a counter on the Living Twister. And then I can use that for mana, plus it's big enough to block the Skylord. And then I can discard a card to kill the flyer if I want to. So, and red. Target there, red, red. Discard that. Giant Growth kind of gets me, but if they had Giant Growth, they'd swing with this. Thunderdrake. Yeah, that's a good one. So Thunderdrake will kill Jang Yangu. Never mind, it won't. Ooh, that's dirty. Crawl Stinger. I kind of like Turd Ogre. And they can kill this guy if they want, so we're just going to make this into a 4-power. 4-power only matters if they have the Wanderer, so that's okay. Go. Basically, I just don't want them to like kill this guy, and then I don't get value out of it. This also plays around Giant Growth on Eternal Skylord and all that. Their deck does not seem like a good Augur deck, so the fact that they're whiffing there is not particularly surprising. Okay, there's a forest. Kind of want to. I guess there's no need to keep that in hand. We can keep it in hand. Let's play Turret Ogre. Escape. Fair enough. Yeah, they scry. One card on the bottom, sure. I guess I can play the forest that kind of threatens another land discard. And if I want to put it back in hand, end of turn, I can just tap it for green and bounce it. Or I can bounce a different land if I feel like I don't need that one. I think I will bounce it. Okay. Go forest. Kind of want to be able to cast Roll Reversal before Cyclops Electromancer. So we'll wait a bit for that last turn. And I guess we're hoping to dodge like land into Plane-Wide Celebration. Card's dying. This. There we go. Actually, none of their cards are particularly good to hit with Totally Lost, huh? Past turn. I think I probably will just end up Totally Losting the Pollen Bright Druid, unless they play... Oh, Grizzly's much better. Especially if they whiff on the Grizzly activation. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. I know they can activate Grizzly in response. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, they just activate it now. Okay, so they can't actually draw the Grizzly. So it's not a creature or planeswalker, but now they're drawing that. And then now, oh man, 3, 4, 5, play you for 2. So this. I kind of want to just make this into a 5/3. That denies us mana next turn, but I don't mind that. Attack for 4. Because they're just drawing Vivian's Grizzly. Yep. Okay, that's a good discard. I think I just attack with both. Yeah, I'll just see how they block. Their blocks are not good, that's for sure. I guess they probably just go Skylord on the Cyclops, and then their blocks are bad, so we'll just do this. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna take Burning Prophet. Yep. They already know that it's not a creature, because they looked at it before, but... This isn't the... I guess they can just trade Grizzly for the Electromancer. Maybe this wasn't the best attack. I don't really mind it. Living Twister is gonna do some stuff. Yeah, this wasn't the best attack. Alright, Grizzly down. And then we go Gateway Plaza, tapping this one. Because these are more useful and we can just bounce other lands to hand. Plane-Wide Celebration destroys us here, but I don't think that's what they have. Okay, attack for 4. Go Burning Prophet. Cast Ral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna put that on top. That card's sweet. Uptick with Ral. Yep, putting it on top. So we need to hit a land. That's fine. We'll find one. Hey, that is another 3-0. How many do we have right now? That's incredible how many we have. All right, another 3-0 in the bag. See you guys next time.